Hello, and in this lesson we're going to look at lettering. So it's a graphics lesson. We're going to look at lettering and we're going to look at these block letters. So we're calling this block lettering. I've written a title here, written my name. Here I've written my name in block letters. You're going to write your name. You can write your first name or whole of your name, and you're going to write that in block letters. So I'm going to show you how to start. So we're starting off with a blank piece of paper, and we need a ruler. I'm using here a 3H pencil, but if you've got an HB you can use that. The 3H just leaves a kind of crisper, lighter line, and I'm going to draw two lines up here parallel and about 1 centimetre apart, and I'm going to write the title here, which is block letters. Now remember, when you're doing the block lettering, when you're doing the title lettering, make sure you've drawn these two lines here. Make sure that every one of your letters touches the top and the bottom of the line. And I'm going to write over this side, Mr. There. I'm, by the way, using this fine liner. If you have a fine liner you can use it. If you don't, just use a pencil. So the first thing we need to do is set the height of our letters, and if you can see, the height of our letters is about 4 centimetres there, and our letters, I've made them about 2 centimetres wide. So you can take as much care, or as well, you can take care doing this. So if you get just in the middle here, horizontal, draw a line, and then if you take the ruler here, and if you look at this, if we take the ruler here, get this around the right way, and put the 0 on the line and mark at 4, and then we go along here somewhere else and another mark at 4. So we've got one mark there at 4, one mark there at 4, and then if we put this, line it up with one of the marks, bring the other mark up, so we've got the line right on there. Now for our lettering, work out how many letters you need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's obviously including spacing. And if you start where you want to start here, and then I'm just going to mark 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. That's more than I need. Now if you want to, you can do the same up here. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. This, as I said before, I'm using this .4H pencil, which gives me a really nice, easily rubbed out line, because ideally what we want to do is we want to get rid of these lines when we've finished. Now I've drawn that, and you can probably see that it's pretty accurate. It's not 100% accurate. I could have spent some more time doing it. And now I'm going to fill in my letters. Now just like when we did the block letters here, we need to, I'm using a light pencil and I'm just putting my letters in one at a time. I'm drawing lightly because I'm going to go over these with a fine liner. You might go over with another pencil, and it's really good to keep these pencils sharp as well. So again, I'm making sure that the letters fit right to the top and the bottom, and they fill out each part of the box. because there's no point in us drawing the boxes, taking the time to draw the boxes, and then not using the box too. And you can, if you can use the lines on the outside of the box, if you take a look for example at the E here, I'm using as much as I can using the outside lines of the box. So there's my lettering. I'm now going to take my fine liner, and you could use a ruler if you're not that confident. I'm reasonably confident with this, and it does give it a sort of slightly different effect. You can even round the corners off slightly. Just however you do it, keep it the same for each of the letters. And obviously if you've got two letters there that are the same, you want to try and make the two, so for example the two R's there, trying to make them look as similar as possible. I'm going to leave that there, so you can see that. Now the last stage is adding some colour to the letters. Now I'm going to use some coloured pencils. So what I've got here is, I'm just picking two colours. So I've got a blue and a red coloured pencil here. This is an easy technique to use, and the technique we're going to use here is just starting heavy at the bottom, as heavy as we can at the bottom, fading up to the centre and leaving the centre clear. You can see I just start there and there's some light shading in there. You can take a bit of time with this and keep it neat, and then picking a blue at the top, and you can see just bringing that line down to the middle there. And there we have it. So there's a block lettering sheet. We've got our title, our name, and I've written my name. You of course can write your name in block letters and use a couple of coloured pencils to complete it. So that is block lettering.